Hello everyone, this is Anthony here, the owner of clevergizmos.com. So many of you are already familiar with the Clever YouTube plugin, but if not, then I'll introduce you to it now. So what is the Clever YouTube plugin? It's a WordPress plugin that allows you to embed YouTube videos on your website in a unique way. If you look around my website, clevergizmos.com, you'll notice lots of videos. All of the videos you see on my website are being displayed via this WordPress plugin, the Clever YouTube plugin. So you might be wondering why using the Clever YouTube plugin to insert YouTube videos is any different than simply embedding YouTube videos in the typical fashion, just by copying and pasting the YouTube iframe code that appears below every video on YouTube. You can do that and that works okay, but there are a few problems to be aware of when using this method, and that's why I built the Clever YouTube plugin to address the problems that come up when you use YouTube embedded video. Let's discuss 5 of them now. So here we go. Problem number 1. The first problem with using YouTube's default video player is that it has very ugly thumbnail images. So after you upload your video to YouTube, YouTube will randomly create a low resolution thumbnail image based on your uploaded video footage. And as you can see here, these thumbnails almost always look terrible. This is a video from my app Keyword Researcher. You can see the image that YouTube is using to represent my video is this very boring and drab low resolution frame. So that's not good. Now YouTube does let you upload a high resolution image to use as your video thumbnail, which I've done here. And that's better, but unfortunately, when you actually go to embed the video on your website, it quickly becomes apparent how bad the image quality still is. You can see I created a side-by-side comparison here. YouTube's image is on the left and the original image I uploaded is on the right. And you'll notice that the YouTube side is far inferior. This is because YouTube unfortunately dramatically downsamples your images after upload. This might be hard to see on your screen since you're just watching a video of an image, but I'd encourage you to scroll down on the Clever YouTube plugin page and check out the comparison image here. You'll notice how low the quality level is on YouTube's instance of this image. So how do we fix that? We have to use the Clever YouTube plugin. The Clever YouTube plugin allows you to bypass this problem because instead of uploading your image to YouTube, you simply upload your image to your own website, and the plugin will place the image above your YouTube video for you. So you can put nice, big, pretty images atop your video with absolutely no quality loss. Again, the difference is quite apparent if you check out the before and after sample on the website. Now, problem number 2. When you embed YouTube videos on your website in the typical fashion, you can't control the video quality. So when you're on YouTube, you can click on their little gear in the bottom right corner and set the video quality. We can see here the values of 144p all the way up to 1080p. So the user can choose his quality level there, but unfortunately you can't set the target playback quality level when you get your YouTube embed code. You can control a few settings like the video width. That's nice, but there is no quality setting here. YouTube doesn't let you set it for embedded videos. But with the Clever YouTube plugin, we do have a box like this right here. This lets you specify the video's target quality level, and that can make a big difference because the aesthetic difference between 360p and 480p video can be huge. This is why I put a quality comparison image on my website. This is a single frame from a weather report by CNN News. Now notice the poor quality of the 144p version, and as we scroll down, the video quality gets much better. A 480p video is much better than a 144p video. So check out this image on the website and you'll notice the stark contrast between the different YouTube quality settings. And these settings are only available to you if you use the Clever YouTube plugin. Now, problem number 3, no call to action when the video ends. So what happens when you get to the end of a typical YouTube video? This happens. The user is presented with 12 other videos to click on, videos that are often not even from your own YouTube channel. So you don't want your user to get distracted and click one of these options and navigate away from your website. Rather, you want to tell the user what to do next. This is why they call it a call to action. Because in internet marketing, you never want to leave your user guessing about what he should be doing next. You always want to call his attention to the next action step. So with the Clever YouTube plugin, when your video is done playing, you can place any image here. You can see in our little mock-up that when the video ends, it shows an animated GIF image that says download now. So the next action step we'd like the user to take is pretty obvious. Again, you can place any image here or even your own HTML or JavaScript code as well to hold an email opt-in box, for example. Now, problem number 4, YouTube's video player is not responsive by default. So responsive web design is a pretty big deal these days. If you're not familiar with this term responsive, it just means that the web object will alter its properties based on the environment. Meaning that these days we access the internet via many different types of devices, desktops, iPads, iPhones, etc. So you'll notice that the screen width on all these devices varies dramatically. But this isn't a problem if you have the Clever YouTube plugin, because the plugin is programmed to grow and shrink relative to the width of your website. Here's a video clip of me changing the width of a responsive WordPress theme, and you'll notice how the Clever YouTube plugin perfectly alters its own width to correspond to the website width. This is why they call it responsive web design, because the element is responding to the width variations. And finally, problem number 5. YouTube makes you use their boring black and red play button. You'll notice here that the play button only changes color when the mouse is hovering over the video. Moreover, if your video has a black background, like this one does, then you can barely even see the play button anyway. The Clever YouTube plugin's play button, however, has dozens of unique button styles to choose from. And you can even add a button motion effect, sonar effect, and control the button transparency, creating some pretty cool button effects. So those are just 5 of the issues that the Clever YouTube plugin addresses. If you only use the plugin for these 5 items, then that alone would be pretty cool. But we haven't even mentioned the other stuff that the plugin can do, like the ability to create links that allow you to jump to any point in the video, or the ability to start and stop the video at a certain time. It can also make pop-out videos, and you can even add an MP4 video above your YouTube video to create really amazing displays, as we've done in the second sample here. So there's a lot more to play with on the Clever Gizmos website. Have a look at that now and send us an email if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.